Hi, this is Kim Watson. Welcome to a midweek update on Wednesday the 3rd of February. These years go past so quickly, already in February. Anyway, on that note, we've got lots of exciting things to talk about this month, and there's lots happening leading into this month, next month. Before I get on and tell you about a couple of deals and things that we've made, I just wanted to, more importantly, is bring your attention to some stats. I've been working on a project which has got some really exciting stats, which are trading stats, which we'll talk about later in the month. But there was talking to stats, and I can't help myself because when someone says they're doing something, and I just need to have a look at the stats and see what it comes out at. Now, this is a stat I didn't really like. This is the percentage of people over 65 that get Alzheimer's. Now, it's a pretty ugly fact, which most of us like to ignore. But personally, it's very close to myself. My mother's got Alzheimer's, and she's in a care home at the moment, and it's a horrible thing. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It can have its funny moments, and we try to see the brighter side of things. But it's not a bright subject really in real terms, particularly the percentage of people that unfortunately fall foul of it at some point in their lives. So, with no further to do, Charlie's already mentioned Erhard in our trading room. Is one of our senior traders in the trading room, been with us for a long time. But here he is out running. I said to him, you can't just run and us not expect to, you're running. So here's a picture. He was 28 stone before he started. No, he wasn't. He's doing an amazing job running in all weathers, snow, the lot, for the London Marathon. I will put the sponsorship link on the email that you've got. So that's something I really appreciate. He's got a biggish target there, and I'd like to see him hit it. As I say, both his mother, my mother, and many other people, unfortunately, will be affected by this. So I think the more research they can do, the more they can stop it, which is possible. There's all sorts of things going on. I'm doing a lot of research on my own into what's happening about it, but it needs funding. So Erhard's doing a brilliant job on that basis. As I say, the link is on the email. Okay, on that basis, following on from that, we'll talk about trading now, and a deal for you guys. If you're using or wanting to use eSignal and haven't done so far, eSignal is this bit of software I'm running here. It's an absolutely, I love it. You can do so much with it. I've been designing my own indicators on it, which are rather superb, and it's quite easy to program with different things. If I can get that programmed, I didn't do it myself, but if I can get it programmed relatively easy, anyone can. But it's got lots and lots of stuff that you can just adjust. We use it all of the time. You'll see I've got pivots on this particular chart. Brilliant bit of software, but I know a lot of people haven't got round to using it, but we've managed to negotiate a deal with eSignal, which is not publicly to be put out there. We can't put it on our site, but for those people that are just purely trading forex, it's available. I'm going to put this in dollars because that's the price. It's with the forex feed. It's available for $69.99, I believe it is, per month. Now, the usual figures, if you go onto the website, are over 120. Now, this is just purely forex and the software. So if you want to look at equities and things like this, you have to go to one of the other packages. It is a special package. It's not on their website. They're not making it widely available. It's for our clients. So if you want to take advantage of that, you'll need to email Sam at Ezeetrader, and she will pass you on to the correct people to be speaking to. But as I say, it's a great deal, which it took a bit of dealing with because they didn't want to offer it because obviously it's a bargain compared to what they're charging. But it's something we wanted to try and do a long time with for our clients, and that's one of the things. The other thing, on our website, we've got I'll put the link on your email as well. We've just looked at another broker. We've been asked for alternative brokers and additional brokers. People want to do different things, so there's another broker on there. So we've got a little which broker page now on our website, so you can look at the two, compare them, and decide on if either are for you. Okay, on moving on to the markets, and why I'm looking at the Aussie first, I don't know. Let's look at the euro dollar first, because it's there we go. Now, from a daily perspective, we've been charging along, doing absolutely not very much on this particular market. The euro has been sitting there. I can actually draw this level across this, just put this box on here, and you can see within this range of the box we've not, and I could have put a tighter box within the box. That reminds me how Charlie used to dance, big box, little box. But anyway, we won't carry on without that. But what we've got here is basically the range. It's been sitting in for nearly 2 months. Actually, it's more than 2 months now, because it was, he says, just right at the beginning of December. Right, okay, 2 months. It's been sitting there for now. And you can see it's been choppy as anything. Today, finally, we've got a push towards the upper side of this. Whether it's going to hold, we'll see. With the problem with it being so range bound is the pivots have tightened up. People look at these pivots and they become resistant points and support points, and it may be, well, we do actually push through them this month, because they are very, very pinched. So it might actually push out of this range. But it's certainly, for me, the euro at the moment is looking like it could push to the upside, as we'll see with a lot of these currencies as we run through. The dollar has softened somewhat. Pound's been very much more easy to read in a sense. It's been down, apart from last week, when it's last week or so, when it's been changing shape, and it's we've had some funny old intraday days, some great days and some bitty days, but it's starting to look like it's trying to push higher. It's run into the 34 at the moment, the daily 34. And 4 hourly 200, etc. It's found a little bit of resistance today, maybe, but certainly it looks like it could have more in the tank from what we're seeing here. We look at the momentum; it's picking up across the bottom here. It's pushing in the right direction, and we could be pushing on for the 50 MA, daily 50, and maybe a bit more. Of course. In terms of Fibonacci, we could be looking at, see, from this more recent high there down to the lows here, we've only done 38%, just over 38% so far, so we could have a 50-50 there. So in the fib zone between 50-61.8 certainly is achievable, and maybe it could push on some more from where we are here. Okay, so that's cable. Looking at the dollar yen, again, it got quite choppy last week. Last month rather. It gained quite a bit against the US dollar. It pulled back quite a lot, particularly with the Chinese situation going on. It's seen a strengthening of the yen against the US dollar as it becomes a bit of a safety currency. But that's the foot brakes come off that, and it's started rallying back again. Although today, given all the gains, very quickly back, and well, at the moment with the US dollar looking a little bit softer, we could be pushing further down here. Okay, looking then at the Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar, mixed old fortunes really. Last month we pushed on higher back to, and we've already hit the monthly pivot here. At the moment it's looking, it's like bullish flag sort of territory, and we could over the next few days eventually break through this daily 50 MA. It's been sitting there for long enough. If we can get breakthrough that sort of area, then we could be back on for these prior highs here up towards the 200. Of course, Australia is very much at the mercy of data coming out of China, so if anything significant that's negative comes out from there, we could see some very quick handbacks. And finally, the Canadian dollar. In fact, I should really look at the oil, as I always do at this point of view, because it's important that you're looking at oil when you're looking at the Canadian dollar. And it seems a bit of a mishap going on at the moment, though. We've had oil obviously losing value down to $28 a barrel. That could easily be seen again as what we're seeing at the moment. It's looking weak, which would suggest we should see the Canadian dollar push back up. At the moment, though, it's having a bit more of a stronger time, which suggests more leaning towards a weaker dollar, US dollar, than anything else. So again, these sort of weaker currencies, when they're showing strength, bearing in mind this is the US dollar stroke CAD, is why I'm saying the CAD is showing strength here and it's going down. But when these are showing strength, it would suggest that the US dollar itself is weakening. Now, how long it'll weaken for, we'll see. We've got non-farm payrolls come Friday, which are quite significant. We've already seen some positive figures coming through a little bit towards the jobs, which may continue through. But I think the softer tones that's coming from the FOMC now, well, just may ease this off a little bit, and we may see a bit more parity, a bit more easing going on with the US dollar, and perhaps a continuation even with the Canadian dollar a bit. If oil really drops off though, I can see this bouncing quite quickly, and if any sort of significant positive data coming out from the US, we could see these gains in terms of CAD easy giving back and see a rally back with the US dollar. Okay, that's pretty much it for me. As I say, key news out later this week with the non-farm payrolls. Generally a slightly quieter day tomorrow, but we expected it relatively quiet day today, and it's moved quite significant movements we've seen in these markets. So we'll watch out for, as I say, non-farm payrolls on Friday, and Monday's very quiet normally the following Monday, but we'll see. Certainly, as I say, at the moment it looks like there's some dollar weakness going on there. Right, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.